The NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from Jacksonville. He'll start at the 4, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll locate Kupp. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Williams. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give, and here comes Williams. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Foye Aluakan with the play. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Cup in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Foye Oluokun with the play. They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I think the coverage deserves a majority of the credit for that one, Mike. I mean, up front, really nice job by the offensive line. The pass rush was completely stonewalled. Skill players had all the time in the world to get open, and they were just blanking it.
Here's Ethan Evans now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. Here's 2nd and 2. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Got his man. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. They go play action for Lawrence. That's deep for the back of the end zone. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll be second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. He'll tuck it and take off. A gain there of 21. First down, Jacksonville.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Thomas. Second down, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Lawrence. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. So, 4th down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He finds Kupp along the out route. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Stafford. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. To throw is Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Throwing again is Stafford. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Anytime you're playing zone defense and everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, it's really easy to lose sight of some of the receivers. That's exactly what happened here. He started all the way on the far side of the field and worked his way across. Found a soft spot in the zone, and quarterback's able to put it on him.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Stafford to throw again. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, just a pair of field goals in that first half. It is 3-3 at the break, as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now on second down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. Here's a third down and 4. This runs straight ahead for ETN.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Cup in motion. On 1st down, Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
Take a shot downfield, looking for Cup. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
For the middle, it's Cup. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Again, it's Stafford. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Rams punting unit coming out. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive linemen a little bit.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's 1st and goal. The shotgun snap to Stafford. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. Oh, big hole left side. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. Here comes 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end.
Across the face of the quarterback and then coming back.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. We forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's complete to ETN. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Lawrence. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll run. It's ETN. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd down, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
He'll try to run for it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's caught left side by Ingram. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll run the toss here to ETN. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes you just have to know when it's time to go home. You got to know when the party is over, and I'm not taking anything away from the effort. It was a great job here by the quarterback to extend this play as long as he could, but instead of throwing it away at the end, he ends up taking the sack.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. First and 10. On the draw, the give to ETN. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
It's just one smile, okay? One smile.
A kneel down here from Lawrence, and that should wrap things up. The Rams use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Switch 2 minutes. That's how long it basically wants it. What do you do? So, it's not. Okay.
So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say, so long from Jacksonville.
This is actually the game that happens in the full 44 mark here of the third quarter. Nobody beats Mr. Roper, it's about 1,000 days, 30 years doing golf, so you get a fake meteorology degree. The teams that clear the field, oftentimes this happens, the fans are asked to clear the lower bowl of the stadium. And you get to look at odd time when the players have just had a halftime delay. Each team's had a possession in this third quarter. And now they're going to cool their heels with just under a third of the game that needs to be played. And usually, as the announcer said here, most of the morning it's been issued by the National Weather Service on state area. These storms may produce severe conditions of including lightning and strong winds. For your safety, we encourage you to seek shelter immediately. There's rain forecast all day. It's not rain for all week. It's not rain for the next 3 days. And it's just this window is floating straight on. Company will head back to the Eagles line. It's the hardest thing to do in football is to get warmed up. Anytime practice, game, whatever. So then they go in at halftime, and which football, okay, you gotta get warmed up again. And they gotta go back, and you gotta get warmed up again, and you've already taken over a half of a quarter of a beating out there. It just gets harder every time, which is what makes the Super Bowl so hard. It's sort of flipping 45-minute halftimes. I mean, literally, you've heard people taking naps in between, but you've got to be able to get your body going again. And every time you get pulled off, it just gets harder the next time. You see the finish on the two quarterbacks, Prescott and Hurts as they come in. We mentioned the wind was picking up. These showers that were around us all day, and they have to take safety first. Once there's a lightning strike within a certain radius, and you look at the radar, you've got to make that decision to keep some 70,000 people safe, in addition to players, officials, and everybody else on this field. The rain is starting to come down, so hopefully they got ahead of this. If there is no lightning, then the rain will keep playing, and there is the hope that with these showers coming in around 10:30 local time, the daytime heating, which sometimes boils up those thunderstorms, if negated, what we're seeing right here, having to stop playing, it did not matter. So let me ask you this question here, just in regards to the delay. These teams had not played for these starters 4 quarters. Nobody plays the preseason. Every quarterback has played in the preseason and come out and been very sharp so far.
Did this in any way help to get another break before the last 20 minutes of this game be that we want to see something?
Well, it's possible, especially for the Philadelphia Eagles, because without Jalen Carter in there, you have one fewer in relation to passers. So, yeah, it certainly can help you a little bit. But that was a huge play that we just saw. I mean, let's not underestimate that. What the Dallas Cowboys going in, probably at least going to be able to cut it to one in this play.
Well, you saw another huge play to the top.
And I watched Dak Prescott at the end of this play. And what we're going to see is him come around and make a touchdown saving tackle against nobody. It's going to just Mitchell, who runs 4.33 in the 40-yard dash. And look how much space he has. And it's a tackle by Dak Prescott. Absolutely perfect. We saw Ben Roethlisberger doing it in playoff. Getting one time to help out our friend.
That's right, that's right. And you saw him leave the big guys were there. They were not going to catch Mitchell to have him play. You see that play, and you go back to fundamentals, right? A lot of young folks are starting their youth football seasons, high school football season. There's a guy 32 years old, been in the league 10 years. He's running out of his feet, and he's staying alive in the play, and that allows him to make that stop.
And what we've also learned is that he is paper and eating the right foods. It's right is the one that's sort of leading the way for him. And we saw a shot of him in the locker room before the game, and he dropped up. I think you were even talking about like whether his face looks thinner, or he's really ripped up.
Yeah, when you talk to Dak, he walked in the room, he's looking healthy and happy and look great. And he said, and it wasn't so late, he's been in a position reaffirmed. He's been Prescott. But he told us that it's too flexible. It's the end of his rookie injury, but his mobility tonight has been a positive for the Cowboys. You can try to look around. You said to us all week as we're getting ready, getting ready for this evening, Dak Prescott's been healthy. This has been a 12-win team in the playoffs the 3 years before last year.
Well, to some extent, you feel for Mike McCarthy, the 2 years that they didn't play so well when he was head coach, Dak Prescott was out. They win 12 games, 3 straight times, don't do so well in the playoffs, and then he rips his hamstring last year. And this is a guy that was probably second in the voting for MVP 2 years ago, and is coming right back and playing exactly the way he did 2 years ago.
Let's update you on what we're hearing from the NFL. We can peek at the radar as well. 11:15 is when they think the area might be clear of the lightning, and then there'll be another 12 minutes of warm-up time after that. So that would be 57 minutes from now, or thereabouts, to get the game back started one more time. So that gives you an idea of where we are. And you see the radar, which doesn't necessarily show any flash or any lightning, but you can see some of the distance there. And that's why we put this there on pause. Just inside of 5 minutes of the third quarter, Eagles number 4 in front of the Newton South Field.
Not number 1 for spotlight, but it was so great that we had. I always said to get regular cards. But you don't have to be a VIP to get rid of disabled with Vodka. Every customer gets tip top service with 24/7 fast, friendly crime support. I remember tenants, but can I get a picture? Yeah, somebody running 20 minutes later, he said, stand correct to put everything to this.
There were incidents in all of them.
Enjoy this insurance. Experiences worldwide. So we can fit for life. Subscription. Express. Pick up my broader. What you're going to do.
this Sunday. We need to get every tailgater in Jacksonville. We usually work on Sundays. Okay, it's my plans.